Oh, it's so cool now in Shalom. We will go back and talk about what we see here, but first let's do that according to the story. Then Jesus came to here after the way of at the end of the way of the cross, the Via Dolorosa, and some of the stations of the Via Dolorosa are inside here. That entrance belongs to the Catholic, but the exit belongs to the Greek Orthodox. What I mean by that? How can it be? Their churches belongs to everyone. Then if someone will actually write me those Catholic are not really Christians, then it's not only Catholic, it's everyone else. Then please don't do that. Everyone worship God in different ways. I'm whispering because it's beautiful, it's holy. And I hope that you will be able to hear me. That place is the Catholic part. That place is the Greek Orthodox part. We climb up the Golgotha. Soon you will see the top of the hill. But before that, you can see Abraham almost trying to sacrifice Isaac, and the angel stopped him from doing it. Jesus will be the lamb. He will come for us. Before he entered to the Golgotha, which we are in it, they strip him from his clothes. This is the 10th station. And now we can hear the muezzin as well. Here you can see where they nail him to the cross. It's beautiful to see it, mainly because they're not tourists. It's beautiful to see it because it's actually, we are following in Jesus' footsteps. And for the Eastern churches, tomorrow he will be crucified. You can see Mary Magdalene at the right side with her anointing his body, just like she did at Lazaria, at St. Lazarus village, and his mother above him. To the right you can see all the Marys and John the disciples watching the crucifixion. The mosaic and the icons are new because their church was burned down. But if you look above you, you can see the only mosaic that left like that from the 12th century, Jesus as the ruler of the world. In the Catholic part, you can see another important thing, Mary with a spear in her heart. When Mary was at the Jewish temple, together with her Holy Family, with Joseph and Jesus, Saint Simon came to him and came to her and say, "Your son will die in front of your eyes. It will be like a spear will enter to your heart." And then the crucifixion pier, although it's right there, let me make a round tour because I don't want to disturb the people who are praying now, like him. If you've been here before, you know how crowded that place can be. The rock is right in front of you. The rock of the Golgotha, the Calvary. If you want to touch it, you have to go in beneath the table, then put your hands in it, and now I'm touching it for you. I'm touching the crucifixion place just for you. You can see Jesus, and you can see that on top of it there are 4 letters in 3 languages. Hebrew is the lower one, Aramaic and Latin. This is the sin list. This is the reason they crucified Jesus. Jesus from Nazareth, King of the Jews. Remember, the Romans already crowned King Herod as a king of the Jews. Then if someone said, I am, or if there's a question marks about him, he is betraying the government, the Romans, not the Jewish one. Then in that case, to the right of him, you will be able to see John. John is usually the only disciple without a beard, maybe because he was young. To the left, you can see Mary, the mother, while Jesus was on the cross. He asked John to take care of his mother. Without it, she might die. That's why when John went to Ephesus, some people believe that Mary went with him. And there's a house of Mary in Ephesus, Turkey of today. They just renovated icons and the painting a few years ago. We are at the end of April 2021. Look how beautiful it is. Let's see what we can see from the upper part. From here, you can see the entrance and that stone. That is where they anointed the body of Jesus after he died, and we're going to touch it. I'm going to touch it for you. This time, I'm less afraid of coronavirus and COVID-19 because I took the vaccine. And the situation in Israel is excellent. But let's hope it's going to stay like that. On that mosaic wall, you can see the story of the church. We just came from the crucifixion place. The word Golgotha is from the Aramaic word and Hebrew word skull, Calvary. And according to Greek Orthodox, it might be the skull of Adam, the first man ever. They believe that his tomb is right there, and we will reach it soon. Let's continue with our story. After he died, they anointed the body of Jesus. Why to anoint the body? Because Jesus was a Jew, and they bury him according to the Jewish tradition. They will put later on a shroud around him, and they will bury him in the Jewish cave of a rich man, Joseph of Arimathea.